Just wanted to make a basic guide on how to level and get a bunch of discipline points and rank up your vocations, but to cover a few bits of information. So we're at the Great Wall in Bardic Crags. This is in relation here to Grand Sword, so you can tell how to get there in case you don't have it discovered yet. And then I'm going to show my stats in a moment here just to show what I was trying to go for. So I'm level 75, I'm hoping to get to 76, and I'm hoping to get my Pawn's Vocation in her Warrior class to 9, I believe it is. Yep, 9. And I do both of these things in one night. I think it's about 15 minutes for the run there and then for the run back. But what you want to do is you want to be here and you want to, it's best to put a port crystal here, especially because later in the game you're going to end up having to come here. It just saves you a long run. Talk to this guy, you want to rest till night. Because this enemy that you're going to fight, the Wight, it only comes out at night. If you kill him, by the way, he takes, I think, 7 or 8 days to come back. So keep that in mind. So what I'm going to be doing here is showing you how to level up quickly, how to get a bunch of discipline points. This is very, very easy, very quick, very simple to do. I would recommend only taking your pawn with you, as you can change their equipment as you see fit. Like if your pawn's a ranger and you don't want them to shoot the Wight, just take their equipment off. It makes it a lot easier. And all you want to do is just follow this path that I'm running down here. It's a very short pathway. And you're just going to want to kill a bunch of skeletons, completely ignore the Wight. Now, for anyone who cares about your inclination, this will eventually change it to mitigator. At first, it'll probably start as a secondary, and then it'll work its way to primary, just because you're completely ignoring the boss, and you're just killing all the minions. And if you don't like that, you can go out to, it is the encampment across from Casardis, and there's a guy in there who sells, for Rift Crystal points, a potion that completely erases all inclinations, and you can redo it yourself. But he also has individual potions that you can use to just completely remove anything that you don't want to have, wherever it is. So what I'm going to be showing here is just, I'm playing a Mystic Knight. I'm only looking for the XP. For my pawn, I'm looking for the discipline points. So for me, it was really easy to do exactly what I needed to do. I'm fighting just skeletons. I can enchant my weapon with Holy. Same with my pawns. I can run in here, and it's super easy. He spawns these skeletons. All you want to do is just have your pawn completely ignore the Wight and just kill the skeletons. Now, there's a lot of them. They have certain attacks. Their fighting style is very warrior-esque in their moveset. They have a forward thrusting attack that can knock you on the ground. They have this overhead charge, long wind up, but when it hits you, it sends you flying. So, just to cover some basics of the fight, you can see the Wight flying out there. He sometimes flies close to the ground. Your pawn will try and shoot him. They'll try and jump and cut him. They'll do whatever they can to kill him. That's bad, because you kind of need him alive. Again, it takes a long time, a lot of resting to get him back. So if you see this animation here with this kind of lighting, he's bringing some skeletons out of the ground. So it's perfect. He brings out usually a set amount. It's always in the same places, depending on relatively where you're standing. Sometimes they spawn in a little bit different locations. But you can just stand here and kill him. One thing I could recommend, depending on your vocation, if you have an attack that gives any degree of hyper armor, I definitely recommend using it. I have Full Moon Slash. It makes it so I can hit all the skeletons and they can't knock me out of the animation easily. So it really helps. Now the Wight, if he gets kind of close like this, what you want to do to make sure your pawn doesn't hit him, even if they're close, is to run as fast as you can, very, very far to either one of the ends that he's not at. So if he's sitting in the middle, go to any end, doesn't matter which one. Just don't let him get hit by your pawn, because sometimes the damage just stays. Now, to look out for the Wight, as he does have certain attacks, he has one that, I think it causes you to be drenched. He has one that poisons you. He has electrical strike he can hit you with. He also has a maelstrom attack, and it is very deadly, and pawns will just get sucked up and eaten away by that thing. It's not super easy to get away from if you're close, because it tries to pull you in, but you can manage. So again, I just wanted to show that this is where I am in relation to Bardic Crags and the Great Wall encampment. Here's me leveled up, and everything's going great. She's already leveled up to 9. And you can just continue on with the night if you want to get more XP. So just continuing to fast forward here, just showing that the sun will start to rise eventually. And as the sun starts to rise, he can still summon, but he usually doesn't as much as he did before. I find that he'll often do this here, where he just keeps shooting lightning. Not very useful, because you don't want to kill him, you kind of want him alive, so you can just rest again, and then just set it back to night and run back here again. It just makes it way easier. So when the sun starts coming up and all he's doing is flying around like this and shooting lightning, just completely leave the area, just beeline. It doesn't matter, you don't need him anymore. Yeah, you can see he's continuing to do it. And as you can see, my pawn under normal circumstances would have ran at him, because she's pretty close and she's listed as a Scather as her main inclination at this point. But she didn't, because again, she's trying to follow me because I'm very far away. Just to repeat one more time, if your pawn has any sort of ranged weapons and you don't want him to kill the Wight, just just take the weapons off. I'd recommend going in with just only your own pawn. As a side note, there's a bunch of hobgoblins that spawn down in that miasmic hunt down there. Really easy to get a bunch of extra stuff for XP or maybe any items they drop that you might want. But here's just to show the run back. Very quick, very easy to get back here into the encampment. And once you're back, all you gotta do is talk to the same guy, rest again at night, and you're good to go. This will give you a ton of XP, give you a ton of discipline points. Now, it will change your inclination, unfortunately, but it will get you very fast results very quickly. And if that's what you're looking for, this is great. For anyone who's on the PC and didn't know about this, this is a trick that people like me on the PS3 were using a long time ago, and it was very effective then, still effective now.